guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shannon. I am the founder of oso.curly, which is a hair tools and accessories line. I'm also a natural hair blogger, vlogger, influencer, so you may see some hair content from me every now and again. Let's just get straight into this video. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be going over my business expenses because I know a lot of you guys are just new to business. I just want to show you guys the type of recurring expenses that I have as a product business owner every single month that you may want to consider and factor in when you're coming up with how much money you need to launch or how much money you can expect to be spending every single month. So let's just get straight into it. In no particular order, I've written down some expenses that I have to pay out of my account every single month. So the first one is my PO box / my virtual address. So well, it's not really virtual, but it's like a fake address. Obviously, guys, I recommend that you pay for this every single month or get something that you can do that just isn't your home address. You don't want to have your home address as your return address on any documents, on your website, in any kind of like invoices that you send out to people. Just avoid having your personal address because, first of all, it's just dangerous and I think it's pretty much explanatory as to why you wouldn't want your home address on anything. Now the solution to that is to have a different address. So I actually hire a PO box and in turn I get a virtual or say fake address, and I also get a actual post box. So if you are offering returns for your customers, they can actually send the returns back to the physical post box in the place that my PO box address is, so that when they are sending a return, it goes to there, and then I simply just have to go to the location and I'll pick up whatever's come through from customers, or even I use it as an influencer. So if any products are being sent to me that I have to review, I will go and collect them from there instead of giving brands my home address. Sometimes I'm a bit funny about that. If you're looking for an alternative as just like an influencer or just a normal person really who doesn't want to give out their home address, definitely check out getting one of those. So my next expense is my business manager / virtual assistant. I use Support or Business Services. You probably heard me say this a million times. Or when they do work for me, I pay them. So obviously at the end of the month, I will get an invoice from them. That will be payment for services they've done for me. So whether that's answering emails for me, processing returns and any questions that come through, whether it's social media management, whether it is managing, for example, our wholesale orders and that coming in and out, that is exactly what my payment for that is every single month. It kind of alters depending on the month. So if it's a really busy month, it's obviously going to be more. If it's a quieter month, it's usually a bit more affordable. So that is a monthly expense that I have. Another one to factor in is Google Suite. So I think it's about like either between £9 or £11 a month, and that is just to have the info@oso.curly.com. So I have a Gmail account, but the fake name for it is info@oso.curly.com, just to make it look a bit more official. Also have like a PR@oso.curly.com and a wholesale@oso.curly.com. So that is what the cost is, just to have them like domain names. I know you can buy email domain names from places like GoDaddy as well. I just went along with Google Suite because I use Gmail on a regular anyway. So that is another cost. The next one is a bit different. This is actually for me as a founder, as an entrepreneur, to better myself and education. So you can actually expense for education. I at the moment am paying per month for a course that I purchased. So that is a monthly payment that comes out of my account every single month. Now the next again depends on the month, but at one period last year we were doing an influencer campaign. So we were working with influencers for a 3-month period. That was an amount that was coming out every single month, just payment straight to an influencer, not like an agency or someone managing it. It's just us putting the payment that they have charged us straight into their account. That's something to factor in along with your affiliate marketing commissions. When your affiliates sell products via their code, you have to give them a commission from what they've sold. So that's another thing that can be a recurring expense. And then of course, hand in hand with that is payment for your inventory. If you're someone like me who has different kind of suppliers and stuff, sometimes I buy in bulk from an online place like Alibaba or like a fabric store. That can be like a one-off cost for maybe like 3 months at a time, or I will order things in monthly as well. In inventory, I'm going to include like your packaging as well, so your boxes and your inserts and stuff like that. Those are things that you're probably going to be purchasing on a regular as well every single month. So the next one is business insurance, and this is something that I got first of all because I was going to a trade show and they required us to have business insurance, but I just kept it because I felt like it was a good idea to insure my inventory as well. If anything was to happen to it, you are covered for a certain amount of money. That's something that I do pay every single month, and I'm happy to pay just in case. It just covers my back. Next is Klaviyo, which is my email marketing software. You can get free email marketing software, but it's usually up to like 1,000 or maybe 500 subscribers. So we have well over 1,000. We have to pay a higher amount if we want to send emails out to every single person on the email list. That is an expense that comes out every single month as well. Along with that, of course, is my fee for Shopify and the apps that I have within Shopify. I have a one-off fee for Shopify itself, but if you are purchasing or using any apps that have a monthly charge, that again comes out of your Shopify charge. So it could be a bit more. For us, we pay the basic rate for Shopify, but it bumps up thanks to the certain apps that we have on our store, but we find that the apps are worth paying for. It's just another extra expense that you have every single month, but a very important one. Next is like your running costs. I do account for some of my petrol, running my car, and also for gas, electric, because you can actually claim for a percentage if you work from home. So of course I work from home. Also, I have to drive back and forth to the post office, so that is pretty much, you can include that into work, and then going to meetings and stuff as well, you can claim for your travel. Now the next one is something that you may do every month, you may do every quarter, or maybe twice or once a year, and that is a photo shoot. So if you want to do a shoot that isn't with you, just yourself, if you want a professional photographer or you want a studio and you want to hire models, that's something that is going to cost you. Maybe factor that in. If you are ever doing a proposal for like pitching for money or investors, make sure you include a lot of these things that I've mentioned today as your general expenses and extra things here and there that you might want to factor in. If you are thinking of doing paid marketing like ads and stuff as well, that's another big expense, but we're not really dabbling into the paid ad side of things. But I hope this video was really helpful for you guys. That's the money that is coming out of my account every single month. I hope that helped. And also guys, I really recommend getting yourself an accountant. I managed to do my accounting for myself for the past how many years, but now having an accountant who knows what they're doing, I just find it way more helpful, and it takes a bit of the pressure off yourself as well. If you're self-employed and you're not making like a huge amount, you can really do it yourself, but when you become a limited company, it's something that is required for you to have an accountant. So if you're thinking of going down that route, again, try and factor in your costs for your accountant as well. If there are any expenses that you have monthly that I may have missed out, please do share them down below. Subscribe to my channel for more business tips and help, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.